Hello, guys. Um, we'll wait for the others to join. Okay, and we'll start in 5 minutes. Okay, can you all hear
Okay,
me?
ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
5 more minutes. So, hello, guys. Can you switch on your camera?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, good afternoon. Can I see the person who's saying good afternoon to me? Yes. Okay, who was it?
It's
Everybody
me.
switched on their cameras. Let's wait for 1 more minute and then we'll start with the session, okay? This is okay. So hello all. This is Neha Jaiswal for the people those who don't know me. Okay, and I am going to help you out here to train you to guide you how you're going to crack your interviews. Okay, before I start with anything new, I would like to talk to the previous guys, those who had their mock interviews yesterday. I would like to have an individual feedback. What was correct? What went wrong? And what do you think needs to be improved because you have your interview tomorrow? Okay, so I will be starting with Bharadwaj. You go first. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
tell me. You had your mock interview, correct?
Yes, ma'am. I have a mock interview.
Yeah, so can you tell me?
Ma'am, I thought when I was giving that, I was gone very nervous about that, and I given the answers are right, and
The interviewer told you that you were answering correct?
yes, ma'am. And
Yes.
yes, ma'am. Uh, and I need to improve how to explain. I need to say the answer directly to the. I'm going through all the explanation and just saying that all, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, I have received such feedbacks that people were stalling. They were basically, instead of giving a direct answer with the keywords and keyword statements, they were giving a very long history, a story of a concept which was not acceptable in a short time interview.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the interviews are not meant for the whole day because you're a fresher, you don't have so much of experience, so you should be giving a direct and just answer, very curated one, very you need to prepare in that perspective. Since you have
Okay.
not prepared, you just went and then you were not able to reply. So,
Yes, ma'am.
what I want to say on this point is that each and every one of you is going to prepare, write down the answers on your own, in your own words. Do not
Okay.
ratify it, okay? Search for something or just, get through something which is going to be easy for you to remember. If you understand the concept, you don't have to write a history about it or talk about the history of that particular thing. Let's say, for example, if you're talking about collections, you are not going to make a big deal. Collection is a framework in Java which helps us to work with collection of objects. Yes, wherein you
Yes,
can modify, update, delete, and you can manipulate the objects using the methods which are there with the collection framework. Yes, you can just finish it up in this way. You don't have to go in very detail. Okay, it's not even detail, you were just roaming around the concept. You don't need to do
yes,
that. Yes. So one thing that you can do is prepare. That means you're going to write it down what you want to be your answer. I have given the questions before already. Okay, you have the question. It is known that what you need to prepare for.
yes, ma'am.
Yes, but
Yes, ma'am.
still, if you're lagging because it has been a month,
Yes,
given a
ma'am.
month, you're not being that regular, but still you come online, that means you are in need of job. So you will have to concentrate, you will have to pass it. How are you going to do it?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
being nervous is
Ma'am.
is really something that you need to get rid of.
Ma'am, when you are explaining every topic, each and every topic from the starting, from the day 1 to day 30, all the whole month, I was listening to the every class you told, and I just writing the book, writing whole matter in this, and I was clear about the topic, and I was clear about the programming, how to write or how to implement, or what are the errors are coming at. But when is the interviewer will ask to me, but at that time I was confusing, or I was stolen out there on the topic, and it will be like, there is a mess in my mind. So I was going through that type of. I was know the
Can you
topic,
talk in Hindi? I don't understand what you're saying. Can you talk in Hindi? Is this term?
ma'am. Okay, ma'am. I will tell you slowly. I know the topic. I can explain the topic. When the interviewer will ask to me, it will it will get to me like nervous to me. So that is the
That's the
problem.
only deal. You know the concept, you know how to deal with it. The only problem is you think that the interviewer has got a gun. And if you say
Yes, ma'am.
something wrong, he or she might shoot you. Right? That's the only problem. It is the
Yes,
only problem with everyone who had their interview yesterday, mock interview. Yes, it's not only you. So I've told you guys, this panic, this nervousness is supposed to be there for 1 minute. That's it. Give it some time, but not your whole interview. Give 1 minute, that's enough.
yes,
It
ma'am.
is all mental, guys. If you think that you are not confident with your answers, then you are not going to answer confidently. That is going to create nervousness. Considering that you have been following up with everything that I have been talking about, and you're still not able to answer what is asked in the interview, is not making sense to me. How can I help you in that perspective now?
No, ma'am. Up to now, you are the best, ma'am.
So what you can do is you can talk. You just pick up some stranger, okay, online, or maybe
Okay.
just have
Okay.
somebody in front of you. Talk to that person, okay. Talk and give him the list of questions, and just just ask him to ask you questions, and then you answer it. Get rid of your the problems, the hesitations which you have. There's one more
Okay.
thing that you can do. Read the question and stand in the front of the mirror and just see how do you talk, how do you answer it. Don't look into the book.
Okay.
Get your own
Okay.
answers.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Getting your own answer does not mean you have to miss out the keywords. The keywords are important. The key
Okay,
terms
ma'am.
are important. If you're not using that, then it is not going to make a sense. Yes,
Okay.
IT is all about keywords. You should be knowing which are the keywords used for each one of them. For explaining any concept, for knowing any concept. If I say array is like a train, is it going to make any sense to you? Of course,
No.
it resembles the same thing, but if I want to explain it into technical terms, I would say array is a continuous memory location. Whenever I create an array, a continuous memory location is allocated. Be more specific, be more technical. Because it is going to be a technical round, you're not going to be spared on the technical base. Because it was a mock interview, I got to know that if you go in front of somebody else, this is how you behave. And the
Okay.
people those who are going to be there in the panel for your interview is you need to prepare.
Okay.
Okay, that's the only deal. You need to prepare in such an end that nobody can catch up your ear. You are ready whenever, even asked in the dreams. Okay, even if you're sleeping and people just call you and ask you what is hash map, you should just open your eyes and say hash map is this.
Okay.
If they ask you to write a code at 2 p.m., you should be able to write the code for hash map at 2 p.m. You
Okay.
should be that you should be that easygoing. That
Okay.
only comes when you practice. See, it's not a very big day that we have now. It is only one day left, and tomorrow is the D day where you have to actually um, give the interview. So, buck up, buckle up, make sure that you pass. Make sure that you just let not this nervousness be the enemy for your career. Yes? Great. Okay, next person. How was your interview? Pavan.
Yes, ma'am. My interview is good, but I failed to answer a few questions in case of constructors.
How many views? How many were asked and how many views did you miss?
Nearly, Sunita asked nearly 20 to 20 questions, ma'am. I have
Okay,
missed,
and how many did you not answer?
I'm not able to answer 3 to 5 questions.
3 to 5 questions, but that is supposed to be a good number then. Okay. And aren't you confident about your answers?
So I make sure I'm confident about it. In case I'm not confident, I'm saying that I'm not sure about the answer. I'm answering.
Okay. So what is, because the feedback that I received is not very you know into, because I know what you are, because you still think that you are from a non-technical background, you're not fitting into this thing. Yeah, I can see it from your face. You are very very you have pulled yourself back. You need to be more upfront. Okay, you need to sit straight first of all. Okay, you need to be present. You are very much into the zone that you don't know the concept. Yeah, it's not very helping. Even though you know it, you're not using. A few of the answers were not very technical, if I say so. You are not getting very technical. You need to work on that aspect. Also, there's one thing that I wish to talk to you about. Just um, Pavan. Okay. Mm, Pavan, yeah. You have a pessimistic attitude.
Didn't get you.
Yeah, so work on that.
I didn't get you. This mistake.
You don't get me? Okay, Google the word pessimist. Google and check what that is. What do you think if you are answering a question, if it is not correct, you are going to fall off the track or still continue with the same? Yes?
What man?
Okay, first finish up the Googling thing. Yes, pessimistic. There's one thing called as optimistic and the other one is pessimistic. So what is pessimistic? Does it make sense? Yes?
Yes.
So can you tell me what pessimistic is? How are you in that term?
Not knowing what may happen, everything, feeling like everything will happen as a disaster, or not knowing about what the true value will happen.
Yes, you need to be positive.
Yes, yes.
What is that is what I'm saying. Everything or something that you do is taking you back. It's not giving me a positive attitude towards whatever you think, whatever you answer me. Even if I say you a high, your high is going to be very depressing. Like if you say a high, the things are going to explode around you. No, you need to make it very lenient on yourself. You need to be very calm. Okay, and not in such a way that your eyebrows are like this, and just be confident in what you are answering. If you are confident, half the battle is won.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes, yes, yes.
you know the concept. If let's say there's one more thing that you can do is just concentrate on one thing at a time. Boys are very good in that. You can do that. Okay, concentrate on one topic. If the question is asked, just take some quick time. Okay, some few seconds to understand what that concept is, and then just pick that answer and start over. Okay, do
Okay.
not hesitate. If you think that you have started with something and then you think that this is not the correct one, then you reply the interview saying that, oh, I started something wrong, let me just start over again. Okay,
Okay.
have such a statement. So this starting over again is going to give you time to prepare yourself again for the interview.
Okay.
Okay, again to
Okay.
start over for the question that you were not able to answer. Yes,
Okay.
and always have a smile on your face. Yes, be positive. What is your blood group?
O positive.
Oh, so you are a universal acceptor, right?
Donor, donor.
You are. Oh
AB is
yeah.
recipient.
So you should be positive. You need to be positive,
Yes, yes.
right? Chill, relax, and please make sure that you are able to answer the question because you have given a good amount of time in preparing yourself. So it's the time for you to, show some output,
Yes.
get some interest. If you have any doubt, Pavan, I'm there to help you out.
Okay.
If you have anything that you want to get rid of, if you want to just, something is bothering you, come to me. I'll help you out. You need to come to me. I cannot chat with you saying that, hey Pawan, how was your interview today? Mock interview went well. No, I think you must have not done this well. I cannot come and chat with you in this way. I cannot call you. You have got my number, still you don't contact me. I don't understand what I can do in this term now.
Ma'am, I feel like I want to it's what I would like to say is if I had started learning new things only I could I feel what we say insecure
Exactly. Why are you insecure?
because the conditions and the childhood made me like that, not to interfere and not to mingle with others. So,
Yeah, I understand. It happens. Okay, I have been through the same phase. Okay, it's not the same thing, of course. You must be having a different path to walk, and so does everybody else. Okay, things are not very friendly for each one of us. It's not going to be very good. When I started with my career, I, I would say I was not very positive about it, but I had to give it a start. Despite of wasting my time in doing nothing, I need to be confident and start over again, right? I need to just get past this problem that I'm facing here. Yes.
yes,
So I know my problem. Okay, that if I say I'm you, I know my problem. I know what is the solution. Okay, so just don't concentrate on the problem. Just try to be yourself, just try to make yourself more open and be positive. Just give the answer and see what happens. Okay, don't think what will happen. You don't think that something is going to go wrong. Let that be there. Okay, just you answer the question. Just be ready for anything that is coming in the future. Okay,
okay,
it's very
ma'am.
difficult, but still, okay, we don't know what is coming in there, but still we can try, right?
Yes, yes, yes,
Yes,
ma'am. Yes,
we can. Okay, whatever the family thing is, whatever your problem was. Now you need to think about your future. To think in that term. Stop being insecure. Insecurity about what? Insecurity that you cannot talk. Insecurity that you don't know what you have been doing since last 1 month. Okay, it is a good 1 month that we were talking. It is good 1 month that you were working on this concept. It is enough. Okay, you need to work here. Okay, you have a practice now. You need to work in that aspect. Your confidence is going to play a very good role.
oh,
Yes,
yes, yes,
just forget about anything else. Whatever is posing, just make sure that everything go aside. You just have this one day to just um, get part this thing. Make
okay.
sure you pass. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, ma'am. Yes.
Who went for the interview? Karthik, mock interview.
And
Yes. Tell me, how was it? What went wrong and what went correct?
it was okay, ma'am. Not
It,
good as I expected, uh, but as already like ma'am also told and Jaya ma'am also mentioned, as you told, right, ma'am. Not only me, everyone, I guess, like answering not the direct answer, and we are like doing the
it was a
yeah,
very common answer that I got, that feedback that I received, that everybody was just stalling around, was just, if the concept was given, you were just roaming around there. It's not only you, it was everybody, almost everyone. There were few who were into the track, and I don't know who they were because it was a common feedback. So I assume it was everybody. So you need to make sure that you are to the point. I have been saying this. See, I cannot put words in your mouth. Okay,
right,
that's the only problem. Otherwise, I would have gone for the interview and cracked it. Okay, if you
right,
want it, I can just make it that way if it is possible. But you will have to do it at your end. Okay, I received a very different comment for you. Okay, wherein your technical skills need to be polished more. Everybody, it was only questions those were asked, right? The basic questions. You also have to work on your programming aspect. Yes. Do not copy from the internet. Do not copy from the book that you have must have written your program in. Okay, make sure that you know how to write your code. Okay, make sure that you know the approach to be followed. It implies to each one of you, to all of you. Am I clear to all? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how many
Yes, ma'am.
questions you were able to answer, Karthik?
Hmm?
How many questions you were able to answer?
I answered almost everything, ma'am. I just mainly I the funny thing was I just forgot I have to answered everything and I just forgot the variables. I felt so like I also didn't got the
Okay, you
chance to
prepared
say
for
because
something big, so you forgot what was the trivial one.
no, ma'am, I remembered that one, but I also didn't got the chance to say again. So that was the
Okay, so make sure you
but
don't do that again.
yeah, but I guess everyone is going to qualify the managerial round because that was quite good. Not only mine, I guess for everyone. But the technical round was the uh, which is really neat.
That is what you need to, because manager round is going to go next. You need to go first, clear your technical round.
Right.
So if it would have been otherwise, then I think some of you must have passed. But if it is going to be the technical round first and then the manager round. So you'll have to work in that aspect. You
Yes.
should be knowing everything about core Java SE8. Okay, now guys, you have the time. You have got 1 day time. Go for this. Java T point. Just mark it up. Just go through all the concepts which are there, which you can prepare with, and just go ahead with it. Okay, all the concepts are important in there. Majorly, I have told you what you need to follow. Make sure you follow all those. Yes,
Yes.
yes. Don't stall. Okay, your there was no problem except for the thing that you were stalling your answers. You were just roaming around through your answers. Make sure you correct that.
Right.
Okay. Next, Abhishek.
Yeah, ma'am.
How was your interview?
Uh, it went well, ma'am. He asked only the easy questions, so I was not nervous.
You were not nervous. Okay, wonderful to hear about that. That's it? You were not nervous.
I
That's it.
I answered all the questions, but uh, I answered for three, maybe for three problems. Three questions I answered wrong. After I was coming to know that after completing my interviews, he
Which were the
answered
questions that went wrong?
uh, static. Some questions from static.
I
He,
never went through static, so I think that would have been a very difficult question for you, right?
Yes, ma'am. She asked like in static block.
Huh?
She asked questions like in static block, can you use this and super something like
Okay, so you tell me, if it is a static block, can I use this and super?
no no ma'am. Only we can use static uh, context.
What do you mean by that?
That means we can only use static variables or static.
Only static context.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And that's it. Only one answer wrong. You said three.
Uh, this one, ma'am. Without a main method, can we write a program? Can we execute a program
Without writing?
without a main method?
Without a main method.
I told.
Okay, can you write a. Is it possible to execute a code without a main method?
I told yes, it's possible.
What?
I told yes, it's possible.
It is possible. How?
But when I searched in internet, there will be like before the before 1.7 version, it was by it is possible by using static keyword. Now it is not possible.
Exactly. So inside, if a class you have, and you have got two things. One is just the static block and the main method. So it is the static block which will be called first. So before it was possible that you can or only have a static block and then work along. Otherwise, now it is you need to have a main method to get an entry and execute anything which is mentioned in there. Okay, the last question that went wrong.
Last, I don't know. Forget.
Okay, make sure you don't have an I don't know answer there. Make sure you answer everything.
She asked about what is where you are using method. I confused method. What is the use of
Even I did not hear. What are you saying?
what is the
What
use of
is?
methods? Methods.
Yeah, what is the use of method? We
I
never discussed
I
about
didn't
it,
got
right?
a perfect words for that. I confused.
The words are not supposed to be perfect, it is supposed to be technical.
Yes.
I have been saying you since a very long time. They are not supposed to be perfect. There's no definition in computers. You need to make use of the terms. That's the only deal.
For avoiding duplicate lines of code, we are using methods.
Exactly. It is very simple that you're answering me now. It's enough, right? You were not able to answer it then, right?
Yes.
Yes, everybody will be answering it into a different way. I will say a method is a block of code which is used to define a specific task. Okay, and that can be called again and again. That is my answer. It's not technical. It is technical, but it's not very too textbooky thing. Okay, it
Yes.
is an internet thing. I have done from the internet, so I know about it. Yes. Okay. So I think you need to work on that perspective that you don't make anything wrong. You don't do anything wrong. How about the managerial round? How was that?
It went well, ma'am. Uh, he asked what in 5 years where will you want to become? I
So
I didn't told answer. I told I want to become a what, uh, leader. Something told I
what? I'm not able to hear you. You want to?
project man. And I told how I want.
You want to be a project manager. How is it possible for you to become a project manager? Did he not ask
Yeah,
you again?
yes. He asked how will you become? What idea you have? How will you succeed in? I told uh, I am currently focusing on short-term goal. I told like
So how are you doing it? Of course, that is their short-term goal, but how are you doing it?
no. I told after getting a job, I will plan about that. I told like and I told I'm currently focusing on short-term goal like
What
I
is your
should
short-term goal?
to place in a company.
To be placed in the company. Okay. Okay. So once you get placed, what are you going to do?
Uh, After joining, I will plan it.
You're going to plan after that. So how
Yeah,
is that you are going for a future plan for 5 years? No, it's not making sense to me. Chill. Think of something. Okay? It is your answer. It is your thing that you want to answer about. Yes, Venkatesh.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
How was your interview? Mock.
Yeah, yeah, okay,
Yes?
ma'am. Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Okay.
It's okay.
Okay, the problem that I heard that even I had was to understand what you were talking. Okay? It is basically, it's very difficult for me to, make up the statement that you are saying. That is what I have. That is the feedback that I got. Okay, so you can answer it. So, how many questions did you miss? Were you able to answer everything?
No, ma'am. Permiss one question, ma'am.
What?
Permiss one question. Yes, ma'am. One question,
Huh?
ma'am. Permiss one question, ma'am. One question. One question.
You have a question for me?
He has
No,
only
ma'am.
one question, ma'am. He is storing.
I asked only one question to you.
Yeah.
Dude, you're very fast like a train. You need to slow down. Okay, I don't get you what you're saying. Okay.
Okay,
What
okay,
was
ma'am.
the question?
Uh, Ma'am, like how to assess the static variable and methods. how to accept
How to access the static
static
variable method.
variable methods.
Okay. So you're not. Did you answer it?
No, ma'am, no, ma'am.
Wow. Why?
Currently, I forget about the
How can
starting
you forget
methods.
the thing that you have been preparing the whole month? Did you panic? Yeah. Yeah. Of course, you panicked. You don't have to. See, you need to groom yourself a lot. Okay. You need to, like I've told you before, talk to a lot of people. Okay. Talk to them and try, and that to not. What is your mother tongue?
Fine, ma'am. Tamil.
Huh?
So,
Even Tamil is not understood by me. Talk to people, those who are non-Tamilian, okay, in English language, and make them understand what you're saying. It is only then you will be able to express yourself. Okay, talk to each one of them. If I think they answer me what you want to talk. Yeah. So it's this issue. The panic comes in when you think that you're not capable. The panic comes in when you are not confident. Why this happens? If you have prepared, if you know how to deal with the thing, then why are you getting nervous at the time of the interview? Okay, I've also asked them to not take out their guns if at all they are making any errors, if they are not answering correctly. So did they take out any gun to shoot you from their laptops or computer? Why were you nervous? You
okay,
shouldn't
ma'am.
be. You need to relax. Okay, and need to work out. You need to go slow. Okay, there's no problem with what you talk. Okay, this is how you have been talking, but now you need to change yourself a bit to make others understand what you are talking about, because we are social people. We live in the place, because it's not necessary that you'll be dealing with the same type of people who understand you. Okay, I have dealt with people. Okay, I was I was rejected in a very huge manner by some set of people, those who did not understand English. It was a setback for me. Okay, it's not a very big deal. Then I just thought about it for a few days. Okay, because it was a huge batch that I was facing an issue for, and then I started over again, and now I'm here talking in front of you. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Make sure you just go through all the concepts and then go ahead. Okay, make sure that you talk a bit slowly, make the person understand. Okay, and be confident. You are not focused enough. Okay, just focus on one thing at a time. Like Pavan, again, you guys need to focus one thing at a time. Listen to the question properly, answer it in a slow pace. Just take some time to understand what you wish to talk. Okay, what the concept is and what you have prepared accordingly, what you have read in the on the internet or on your computer about that concept. Get that, recollect that. If you don't recollect, ask for a pass. If you do, if you at least know a single term or a single statement, go ahead and reply. Okay, do you get me? Yes. And be smiling, always smile. Yes, because your face says, if I'm giving a negative comment to anybody. Okay, so if I receive a negative comment, my smile is going to decrease automatically. Okay, so but still you need to make it in a subtle way. You don't have to make it, your eyebrows are shrinking, and then you just have to just accept what they are asking you to do. Okay, only for the interview I'm asking. Okay, go in that term, crack it. That is what you need. Yes. You know the concept. I have seen you writing the program. I have seen you writing the code. Yes. What you need to do is work more. Okay. Enhance, polish yourself, groom yourself. Talk in front of your camera. Okay. Just record what you are talking. Okay. And then you see again how you have been. What I can see at my end when you are talking. You get the point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. It implies to everybody who are not confident about how they are talking in the front of other people. Yes. Next, Sridhar.
Hello.
Yes, how was the interview?
Yeah, the managerial round is fine, ma'am. The technical round actually taken coding and after taken technical questions, but he not taken any technical coding. Only ask only 3 or 4 questions from technical.
Okay, I have received considerable feedback about you. Okay, so what the only thing that you need to work on is now you just need to work on the technical round. Work on it.
Yeah, ma'am, I
Yes.
also working.
How many questions did you answer?
Only 3 questions are asking.
So did you answer all?
Yeah, well, I actually one first question I has not answered properly, and abstract and interface a difference, and what is abstract? That's it.
What was the first question?
The first question is the static method, static keyword. I don't know. So how to use in the main method?
How to use in the main method was the question.
Why to use that main method?
I had discussed that before. If not, I will tell you. Static is a keyword used wherein if
I
you don't want
know.
to create an instance and use it, you know it. So
Uh,
you were not able to answer that. Why?
because first only taken a technique coding round. Suddenly ask the question.
No, no, I did not get you. What?
Actually, the coding round, technical coding round. He is not taken any coding. Starting only directly asking questions.
So it is up to them. They are the interviewer. They will decide whether to ask you questions on the coding or ask you question on the tech on the concept. You cannot decide, or you cannot ask them to go in that term. Yeah.
Okay. You suddenly ask any question
See, you
immediately,
were knowing it.
then
You were
is a
knowing it was a
mindset.
technical round.
Yeah, only 3 or 4 questions asking, ma'am. But what this time they are asking directly, immediately ask that questions, ma'am.
So why do you say it is immediately? What were you expecting before that?
No, ma'am. We have you taken already or not take anything asking any.
That's okay. You don't have to be very feel awkward or very offensive about it. It's okay. Okay, they're just trying to judge the people. They are trying to test the people. They will
Okay,
choose how they want to do
well,
it.
ma'am.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Okay. So just relax. Keep yourself um, flexible, open. Okay. Whatever comes in, you should be able to get through it. Don't think otherwise. Okay. They are your
No,
interviewer. That's it.
when I confused, ma'am, directly anything asking only what is static method is asking directly.
You're very fast for me to understand.
No, ma'am, what happened? You have directly can ask static. What is static method? Even
What?
when they start the technical round, ma'am, he asked directly questions.
He did not ask you your name.
Yeah, nothing, ma'am.
Okay.
It depends on the
I
interviewer
don't know
how
what
they
to
will.
say about
Yeah,
this.
but I know, bro. I know, but you see, have prepare mindset. Prepare, no.
You have to prepare
Prepare
yourself.
yourself. See, chill. Okay. You need to prepare yourself for the interview, as in anything can happen. Okay. It is not that you have prepared, that the person is only supposed to ask me the question from abstract. I will be only answering that. Whatever other question come, I won't be answering. This is what I you are
Yeah,
restricting yourself.
yeah, ma'am.
Okay,
This
don't do
type of
that.
no. Okay, ma'am. Okay. This is also one of the experience. But he suddenly asked the what is and in my mind answer also confusing. No.
So you can say, can you give me few minutes to just start up? Okay. If
Uh-huh.
such a scenario comes up, you can just take few minutes and then you can start over, because not everybody is having the same mindset. You find it difficult because you are having a different mindset. That's okay. Okay. You find it very difficult right now. So you know now things can happen such a way as well. You should be ready. Whatever
Yeah,
they ask you,
ma'am.
you just reply it to them.
I'm
Okay.
also attending a 2045 companies also entry interview now.
Okay. 20-25 interviews. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
I'm attending interviews, ma'am, continuously.
Okay, so how many do you pass?
Uh, I go on to technical round. In the first round, I have technical round, and then go to the managerial and HR round.
So you have passed all?
No, ma'am. We are continuously preparing and breaking and going on.
So what was the issue in all the interviews
The
that you have been
coding,
for?
the one time has coding problem and interview problem. Uh, whatever I have a problem can to taken that they are resolving that and doing.
Okay, so you can say that whatever interview you have given, now you have got enough experience to not make the same mistake in the future, right?
Yeah, but they
I
suddenly
have given
ask.
more than 50 interviews, okay? I have given more than 50 interviews. I have conducted hundreds of interviews, okay?
But yeah,
In
suddenly
my
ask that
such a short period,
question.
just listen to me first, okay? And things are not same or similar to each one of us. Things are different. Each and every person, each and every interview, each and every candidate is different. You see the face and you start asking the question. I have done that too, because I have the resume. I know what the name of the person is. I don't need to know anything else. Yes.
Yeah,
So
fine.
I start with the question. It is nothing to compare with any other interview. That this person, if at all the person is getting offensive, then you can talk. If it is an abusive thing, then you can talk. Otherwise, it's nothing to be worried about. You don't have to keep all those tensions in your head. Your face is all very into that thing that it was not correct.
No, ma'am. Yesterday he has yesterday taken that mock into in feeling that sad, ma'am. I know
You don't need
answer,
to be
but he
upset.
not telling properly.
So you need to prepare that. Now you know that if given the if again you're going to go for an interview, this is an issue. Now just resolve it. If you want my help, then let me know. How can I help you with this one?
This type of questions I have to handle that. Suddenly
Can you
ask.
talk loudly?
Suddenly ask that, no, ma'am, how to prepare that immediately.
Arey yaar, just leave it. Okay?
Okay.
Just chill and smile. You don't smile, it's very serious. Yes? Show me how do you smile. Okay. Don't worry. Okay, chill. Who else was there in the interview? Yesterday. Interview.
Yeah,
Ravikant.
Ravikant. Yeah,
Yes, Ravikant. Tell me.
yeah, yeah. Uh,
How is it?
both interview are good, and feedback is also positive from the both of the side. And in a technical road, they have also asked me a lot of questions about collection static, related overriding, overloading main method, and I will able to answer all of the questions. And also in managerial round, managers also happy to my answers, and they also give me a positive feedback. And they told me, you're doing your great, you're doing great, and do your best.
Okay. Well, everything seems positive with whatever you have
Yeah, yeah,
said.
everything is positive. I am able to ask all the questions both around.
Technical
Whether
round, even technical round was good.
yeah, yeah, technical is very good. They will ask
Okay.
only theory part, not coding questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I am able to answer all the questions.
Okay, great. Wonderful. Okay, so looking forward for you to at least not get rejected tomorrow. Okay. At least I'll be having one
Yeah,
person
yeah.
in the bag to be selected.
Both of the interviewer respected me
Great,
as
great, good. Good. Okay. So I'll just go with whatever you are saying and would accept the same. Okay. Great. So good guys, whatever I have got here is the thing that we have discussed before, right? That how you need to prepare and what you need to do. Now today we have connected here. So before starting with you guys, I have got few new people. Let me just talk to them. Okay. Till then, you guys can go ahead with all the interview programming questions that I have shared with you. Okay. Others, those who have that interview tomorrow, go through the interview programming questions. You can just go through the drive link that I've shared with you. Yes. And
yeah,
let
ma'am.
me know if you
You
have it.
have shared the programming coding questions. I have doubt in two program. One is
Yes. Tell me.
I already told yesterday about hash map. hash map. There is a question on
Yes.
hash map, and another is
Mhm.
explicitly weight condition check questions in multi-threading.
What you need to work on is the way, basically, the thing that you're talking. Okay, it's not. Maybe it's because of my laptop or something. I'm not able to hear it clearly.
Just wait.
Could you please
I am
come
audible. I'm audible
again?
right now clearly. Am I audible
Yes,
right
you
now
are.
clearly?
Yes, 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 yes.
Ma'am, yesterday you shared the link on coding question. In coding question, I have two doubts on two question. I have two doubts on one is related to multi-threading, explicitly weight condition check, and other is question is based on hash map.
Explicit weight condition on check.
Yeah, question number is
Okay.
17. Write a Java program to demonstrate explicit weight condition check, and another is
So
okay,
please
another
let me.
I have done. Okay, but I've only went out on explicit weight condition check.
It's not question number 17 which I have in here.
16, 16.
Explicit weight condition check. Okay. We'll go
I
through that.
search in the I go through the Google, but it is showing me on Selenium, right? Selenium concept.
Let me just check. I just got through a bank. Maybe I'll be having an answer and we'll be sharing it with you.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah. So, Cherna Reddy, you have been here before, right?
No, ma'am. First time I'm
You're
attending the
coming for the
session.
first time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hello there.
Yes.
Yeah. So, can you just tell me about yourself?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Channa Reddy, and I completed my engineering in 2020 in the stream of mechanical engineering. And then after I completed my graduation, the pandemic came, and then I'm not able to go to work or something to do anything from 6 months. And then I started working in a manufacturing industry nearby my hometown. And then I feel like this is not my career. I have to choose in career in something else to improve myself. So that I started learning the technologies that are related to IT. And then my friends are somewhere in Bangalore. They are learning in the things like Java. Those things are in an in a development center. Then they help me to do learn. And now I learn Java, advanced Java, and Spring, and I go through all those things.
Okay.
So that my friends shared the link of the millionlights, and then I applied for this. And now I go through that LMS through that recording sessions and few sections in the core Java and related parts. And
Okay. Okay, great. So, what are you working as? Are you working currently or no?
no, ma'am, I worked as that's a manufacturing industry. I worked as a CNC machine operating system.
Okay, so it was with C, technology C, right?
No, ma'am, that's a completely mechanical sector. It's
Okay,
not related.
mechanical. Okay. Okay, so you did your engineering in mechanical, but you did not find it interesting, and so you're just switching up to a new trend, IT, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay. So you know Core Java already? Core Java, Advanced Java.
yes, ma'am.
What do you know in Advanced Java?
In what is JDBC and servlet part,
JDBC, Servlet, JSPs. Any
Yes,
framework do
ma'am.
you know?
No, currently I'm starting the Spring framework, ma'am, but I'm not completed. I not know completely, but now I go through the that's IOC and
Okay.
all.
Okay, okay. So the basics you have started with the core Spring.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
not an issue. Okay, so you need to wait for some time. We'll be discussing about the programs today. You'll get to know what all these things are about, and then we'll go ahead with it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So
Okay, ma'am.
whatever we are doing here is the input that you give to me. Okay. I am not going to help you write the code. I'm going to guide you to see what is required to write a code and what is the attitude required for the same. Okay, everybody here is using their own perspective. Okay, because a person is not going to hire you for you being not some you being something else. Be what you are. You just need to improvise yourself, polish yourself, and go for the interview. That is what we are preparing here for. Yes, guys, this is what we are
Yes.
preparing for, right? Yes, no, nobody
Yes,
listening to
ma'am.
me. Very good.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes,
others, please
ma'am.
switch on your cameras. I cannot see you guys. Camera. Okay, I would like to talk to Rashmi Shukla. Rashmi, can you
Yes,
switch on
ma'am.
your camera? I cannot see you. Yes. Have we met before? This is the first time because I've met so many people. It's very confusing for me.
It's first
Yeah.
session.
Okay. Hello, Rashmi. Can you just introduce yourself?
My name is Rashmi Shukla. I have done Master of Computer Application in 2020.
Okay. So you already know IT.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you stay?
Sorry.
Where do you live? Where do you reside? कहाँ रहते हो आप?
Sorry, ma'am. Here is network issue.
Hello, 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 hello.
Yeah.
Everybody can hear me? Yeah. Where do you stay?
I recently I am living in Pune.
Okay, you're in Pune. Okay. So you're not working anywhere?
No, ma'am. I'm searching.
Okay. How about your core Java? How is your core Java? I need some answer. I cannot understand what you say with your face. How is it? You need to practice, or you are an intermediator, or a beginner, or you're good. I
Intermediate.
want such. So you know how to write a Hello World application
Yeah.
using Java, right? Okay, we need to do more than that. Okay, we'll be working in that perspective. Okay, great. Okay. So anybody else new here? No. Aishwarya, your camera is off. Okay, people don't sleep. Gauri, Aishwarya, Ravikant, Bharadwaj, I want your cameras on. I want to see how many of you can talently not sleep, even though
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
sleeping at this time.
I am here.
Yes. Hello. Okay. So, people, the interview questions. Again, I am going to, because I was not in the interview thing when the interview actually happened. So we are just going for the mere assumptions that what kind of things can come into picture, because none of the interviewers are going to allow you to be there in the interview. Okay, so you will have to, give it, prepare accordingly. Whatever comes in, you should be ready for it. Okay. Again, I would like to remind you there were two rounds. There's supposed to be two rounds. One is going to be the technical, wherein you will be asked both. Okay, it is not only coding, it is going to be not only your questions, but it is going to be both. Okay, now it depends why they won't go for any coding question, because if you have not answered anything, or if you have not been capable to answer what is required for the interview, then they won't go for the other part. Okay, so you need to clear up each of the rounds which are given in here. You need to make sure that whatever concept you also know the implementation for the same. Have your own example, create your own example, and reproduce at the time of the interview. Okay? Yes? Am I clear to all? Now, I have been saying this a lot, and it's my brain saying that you have repeated this statement a lot many times. Okay, so I'm basically talking to people who have got their interview tomorrow. Okay, and for the newcomers, it is the first time I'm talking to you, and this is what I talk, and this is how I talk, and you will be listening to the same statement again and again, unless and until it is just tattooed into your brain. Okay, so questions like static, it was a very trivial one. It was only twisted. You know the implementation, right? You know what happens if you make use of a static block. You know what happens with the static keyword. If you know everything about a particular thing, it is going to be easy for you. Okay, so let's say for example, if they ask you about what they might ask you. Okay, they might ask you on OOP concepts. OOP concepts such as polymorphism. This is what I have discussed already. Dynamic polymorphism. When I conducted a simple programming interview, a programming question day before yesterday, you guys were wherein I was teaching you every time that don't do this, try to improvise, don't do this, try to improvise. Now you don't have to improvise, you are into a stage wherein you can directly do your program. Stop moving, Abhishek. Okay, you what you need to do is directly just understand the concept, understand the question properly, and then go ahead. Now what I mean here is that given the question, let's say they ask you go or explain what is runtime exception. Okay, first of all you're going to talk about the concept, and if they ask you to write a program, then you have to go ahead for the same. How do you write a program? How will you write a program for the for runtime exception? You should be knowing what are the runtime exceptions. I have also discussed about the chat the hierarchy which are there into the picture. Yes, so you need to picturize, you need to finalize. Your brain should be working in that perspective. Let's say for example I'm sharing my screen, and let's say how am I going to answer this question. Okay, so my question is to write a program for runtime exception. Okay, okay. So first of all, I need to think about the approach. Approach as in now, you cannot directly start for any program, you need to know the logic behind it. Okay, let's say for example, if I talk in here, if I say runtime exception, my mind should work in such a way that it should be saying me what are the various runtime exceptions in my system. Okay, if I have to talk, I have also shared this, and I think it is on the WhatsApp chat, right? It is there, right? Right? What's up? I'm sharing my screen. Okay. I've shared, right, guys? The picture. Yeah. You need to picturize this. You should be able to make out what you have learned before. It's not easy, but it should come someday. If you see in here, this is your runtime exception. You should be knowing about these basic classes which you have in here. Can you see? Arithmetic exception under your runtime exception. Arithmetic exception, null pointer exception, class cast exception, index out of bound, array index, string index. Yes? Do you get the point? You should be knowing about these things. If you don't know it, then you don't know the program. That is what you need to work on. Yes, so this is how it is going to be. Let's say they have not said me which kind of which exception I need to create. So runtime exception, okay, I think arithmetic exception is something very simple that I can start with. Okay, just don't go with the spelling. Arithmetic, ATHEMATIC. Okay, so arithmetic exception is the deal. So how do I create it? First of all, always start with writing your program by using the class. So I'll say public class test. This is my class name. Yes, the first method which you should start into your program, which is that which I have asked you to start with. Which is the method that you need to start? Which is the method required first when you're writing your code?
Main method. Main method.
Exactly. Start with that. Okay. Public static void main string of uh, string of yes, save the code. Okay, I'm having this inside my desktop. Okay, if at all you're doing it on your NetBeans or any IDE, then you can work in that aspect as well. This is your runtime, or let's say I'll just call it as test exception. Okay, and this is your Java file. Okay, so now, so I want to create an exception in here. How am I going to deal in it? Let's say, um, so arithmetic exception is divide by zero exception. Okay, simple one. So let's say, for example, I would require one A, one B, and let's say a division is supposed to be generated, so I need 3 variables. Get all the required variables and objects beforehand, before you start over. Okay, this is what you're going to deal with. So you are saying in here, let's say int a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2. This is it's very trivial thing that I'm starting up. You can go ahead with something more. Okay, b is equal to 0 and c is equal to 0. This is my question. Okay, now what I need to do is I need to write c is equal to a by b. Why? Because I want to divide a by b, and this will generate me exception. So first of all, I'll just save this code and try to execute this. Okay, the error, whatever is coming up. Okay, let's say I'll go to cd dot dot. CD, okay. This is cd desktop. Okay, so I'll do Java C. What is the name of my code? Just exception. Okay, so there's runtime exception because I'm trying to do some comments. Okay, class test public should be declared a file name test. You go by solving one error at a time. It is going to be easy for you to deal with this. Okay, and now you just try to execute your code, and here you go. Okay, now here comes your exception. It is also saying that this exception is supposed to be handled. How are you going to do it? We have got 3 things. We have got a try block. Try block is going to contain that code which will generate you the exception. Yes. Then you need to handle the exception. Then you're going to make use of exception. Okay, you can go for the exception, or you can be more specific and write the name of the runtime exception, which is arithmetic exception. Yes, and write, let's say, E. And then you are going to specify. Now, why do we handle the exception on our own? Because instead of writing this, what you get in here, okay, instead of getting this as an error message, I want to write my own method. I want to write my own message. So I can write it in this term saying that system.out.println, and I say cannot divide by 0. Okay, this is what I'm writing. Okay, and now I can also say here a finally block can be written if you want. Okay, and you can write the code. Okay, let's say you're just printing the value of c. Okay. Something like this. C is equal to plus c. This is how you go. And let's compile the code again. Cannot find the symbol. Catch arithmetic exception. Why can't you find the symbol? Is the spelling not correct? I think there's a spelling error. Okay,
It
so
should
you can
be
see cannot divide by 0, and then the exception message that I'm going to put in. Yes?
arithmetic spelling.
Yeah, I know what
A-R-T-H-E-R-E.
arithmetic. Oh, this one. Of course. That is what I'm saying. The spelling was not correct. Yeah, the spelling was not correct. Yes. So this is how I try to write the code. They're not going to give you huge codes. You just need to understand how you're going to figure it out at your end. Okay. Yes, you should be, you should be practicing it on Notepad or Notepad++, so that you don't make mistakes on any of the IDEs if you're working with. Yes or no, guys? You get me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Okay, there were some questions in here. Okay, there's some programming questions which I have shared here, and also there are some programming questions that you can get online. I think I've shared that with you guys already. Mostly they are going to ask you the questions wherein it is more related towards where is the topic? Is this the topic? Yeah, related to the conceptual basis. Okay, like you have been asked about the main method. Okay, that was the question asked. We have discussed about it. Okay, there are some keywords that you can look up to, which I have never mentioned. That is again really important. Okay, keywords like you should be knowing about static. You should be knowing about final. Then there's some keyword like this, super. What else? Am I missing any? Yeah, an abstract. Abstract comes in there, but these are keywords which you should be knowing about. Yes. So what in these keywords they might ask you? They might ask you a few questions which I have already discussed with you, right? Let's say if I say static, the question that they ask is it possible to override the static method? One question. Other question is there's a code given and then you have to find out whether it is correct or not. Okay, this was something here. Then uh, this is what I have. You can research more. They can ask you the difference between final, finalize, and finally. Okay, then they can ask you, can you declare constructor final? Okay, explain the use of final keywords and variable methods in class. You will be able to answer these questions if you are able to understand what is the implementation of each one of them. Okay, the implementation is very much required. How do you write a code? So if you know how to write a code for these things, it is going to be easy for you to implement it or answer any question related to that. So it is required, or I would recommend all of you to go through this one, Java T point. Yes, it has helped me, and that is the reason why I'm asking you to use this. Okay. Apart from that, considering that because for the interview people, I'm saying that you go for Java T point because you don't have time to prepare from anything else. Others, you guys are going to prepare from the curated videos which are there on the LMS. Okay, there are chapter wise videos, module wise videos, assuming that the people those who have interviewed tomorrow have been through that. Okay, so I'm not saying you guys, if you want you can go through that if you have time, and then just prepare accordingly. Okay, you know what your flaws are, you know what you need to prepare for. Okay, so just be ready with anything that might come into your way, and just go ahead and reply and answer and win. Okay, so if you see this one, there are static keyword, answers for static keyword. You'll get all the related concepts for it. What static, what kind of static can be? You can have a static variable, method, block, or nested class. Yes. So you can answer, you can see all the questions. So how do you prepare, even if you are going in here, how are you preparing from Java T point? My suggestion for you guys is to understand the basic what they are giving in here. Okay, understand this. Okay, the introduction is very much important for you to answer. Once you go through this, just open an online compiler. Okay, let's say on to the other side, and then just copy the code and see what is the output. Let's say for example you want to see what is the output of this code. Okay, before copying the code, try to read the comments and everything, because they have mentioned everything in here. And once you have seen the example, see what is the explanation for the output. They have given that as well. So this is going to help you to prepare for something that you have missed. Yes. So this is one for static. You can also go for final, which was just below that. Sorry, this keyword, which was just below that. So all the so you can say there are 6 usage of this keywords. So you can use that. You can prepare accordingly. Okay, everything is given in here. Why did I not give you this before? Because this is a very shortcut method wherein you'll get everything and you can prepare easily. I want you to now use this one, and because you have learned the C, now it is going to be easy for you to brush up what you have learned. This is basically going to help you brush up your techniques. Yes. So test it now is also given to you. You can just click on it and see what is the output. Just if it is not working, it's not working for me. So you can just check it. Yes, guys. I have explained explained these things already. If you still have any doubt with this, then you can ask me. Ask just letting for final keyword. There is the final keyword that you can refer to. Okay, you can see dynamic binding. Okay, they are giving you some more insight about it. Static binding, also called as early binding. Dynamic binding, also called as late binding. I have discussed about it. We have discussed about it. You need to understand what happens when it actually goes into the program. You're talking about it. Read all these concepts. So basically, go through the concepts which are mentioned in here. Yes, this is going to help you. There's also one thing that people have asked: what is a concrete method? Who can answer me what is concrete method? Yes,
Without abstract,
yes.
a
The
method without
non-abstract, not
abstract.
without abstract. Who said without abstract? Without abstract is no such word. It is non-abstract. More technical is going to be non-abstract. Yes, you are correct. But only the technical, because even though you're correct, you're not able to get the technical term. That technical term, picking up the technical term is required. Yes, it is non-abstract method. Yes, it is that is called as a concrete method. So you can just go ahead with all these things. Okay, the wrapper class again, one of the things that you can prepare for. Object cloning, then there's encapsulation, arrays, abstraction. Of course, this everything is important that you can refer to. The C super keyword is also given in here. You can refer to that. What other things you can prepare is object versus class, object class and class. So you can see that as well. Overloading, overriding, string. Regular expression is now it depends how in detail they want to go for. Exception handling, inner class, multi-threading, IO, networking. Networking you can skip. What I want you to focus on is your collections and also your SE8. SE8 I have discussed before, it is very important. Okay, please prepare for SE8 with an example. Yes, am I clear to all? Yes, guys. Okay, so I'll be taking a break for 5 to 10 minutes and then we'll be joining back at 2:30. Okay, we'll join back at 2:30. Okay, guys.
Okay.
Yes. Please go ahead with Java T point. If you have any doubt, we'll discuss about it. And Ravikant left the session. You're there, okay. Okay. We'll talk later. Bye guys. In 15 minutes. Okay, shall we start? Hello, all. Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So now I have discussed about this SE8 concept before, but I would like you all to go through it again. Okay, because this is definitely going to be there that you should be knowing about SE8 concepts. Okay, the concepts which are going to be commonly known, should be known by you. Okay, I'll be just sharing my screen again. Okay, functional interface, lambda expression, method references, stream API. So you can go ahead with this. Apart from that, there are um, some more SE8 enhancements that you can understand. Okay, everything besides on functional interface. If you do this, then number expression can be done, then method references can be done, and so on. Yes, guys. Anybody, do you have any doubt with this SE8 concept that you don't understand how to write a program? I have also shared the same with you all. Okay, you can see in the interview questions, I have given this test one starting from test 0 to test 3. They are about these concepts. You can refer to that as well. Okay, but you need to create your own program. Okay, people? Yes or no? Now, also, there are some questions on collections. Okay, collections are very important. I will be going to say, um, I have talked about this with you guys before as well. I'm talking to you guys again. The program needs to be understood by you, what program is required and how you need to talk about it, and how do you need to write the concept, write logic. Okay, so if I have to talk about the basic Java programs, that would include, okay, let's say, what questions in here? The basic questions that you should be knowing about is like a prime number to check whether the number is palindrome or not. Okay, largest number, the distinct character count, string is immutable or not. Okay, this you can skip. This also swapping two numbers without using and with using third variable. Okay, then they might ask you a question on Fibonacci series, Armstrong number. Okay, strong number, reading Excel, then there's producer consumer. You should be knowing these basic programs. Apart from these, you can just prepare whatever is required. So this is just a simple bit of question that I've given you. You need not explicitly stick to these because these were not the questions exactly asked in the interview. They had asked you more than this. They are going to ask you anything which I have not mentioned. So you should be prepared for that as well. Others, people sleeping, not sleeping, switch on your cameras quickly. Yes. So guys, you need to prepare. So others, those who don't have the link, I'll be sharing it to you right away. And you can access the folder which I have. I'm so sorry. It is a very sleepy day. Okay, I'm sharing the link with all so that you can access and work along. Yeah. So you have got all these things present in here. So prepare accordingly. Okay, the OOP concept. Should be knowing how to write each. So let me just give you a walkthrough with the concept and how can you jot it down in your, how can you map it up with your Java T-point concept. Let's say for abstraction, if I'm starting with this, I have got abstraction. I am picking up in here So what do I have in abstract in here? I'll be going ahead with that. You can see they have abstract class interfaces and interface versus abstract. So you're going to go through all these things. Okay, pick the concept which I have in here, and then you are going to read and understand everything about that concept. This is one way for preparing. Okay, if you don't want to stick to Java T point because you think it is very common, you can go for how to do Java. You can go for how to do Java. Okay, even this is really good website that you can refer to. Even they have got everything, you can just check. Yeah, they have got everything that you would require. They also have Java 8, specific Java 8 tutorials for getting your answers whatever you want. Okay, you can refer to this. Otherwise, there is one more, study tonight. I don't remember whether this will work. Study tonight Java. Okay, these are the name of the websites which I have, which I had used when I was preparing for my basics. They have got everything. You can just check almost all the concepts which you need to prepare for your interview. Can you see? There's so many things that you can prepare. String handling, exception handling. You can refer to this. Why am I suggesting you these? Because they are having very, very simple, very understandable examples that is going to help you to, you know, pass the interview. Okay. So I can just give these names to you when you can prepare. I'll just put it here. Okay. Let's say modules, and I'll also pass some link. Maybe Java link, right? I'll just put it here, interview modules. Links that you can use for Java links. Okay, for Java, you have this. You also have this. There are a few more sites. Geek for Geek. Previously, it was you don't have to register before. Now you have to. So you can choose if you wish to, and then go ahead with it. Yeah. Apart from this, there is Oracle Doc you can refer to. Oracle Java documentation. Documentation 8. This is going for JDK programming language. Okay, even they have got all the things that is required. Okay, if you check, they have got SE8. This is one enhancement that you can refer to. It's not very appealing to go ahead, but even they have it. You can go for SE8 documentations. You can just check in whatever is present. Okay. So now this is what I have asked you to do. This is what I have been trying you all to go through it. Now it is your turn to tell me how can I help you to pass the interview. What do you want me to prepare for? I have told you how to write the code. I have told you how to answer a particular question. Okay. Now you give me question and I'll try to answer which you were not able to answer. Yes, there were few questions that you were not able to answer, right? You must have been through those questions. You can ask me. I will, if I'm able to answer it. I cannot tell you that I will be able to answer everything because, of course, I'm a human being. So if there's something out of the box which you have encountered, you can let me know. Of course, I can give you some insight what you can answer about that particular question. Yes, anybody? Yes. And about this one, Ravi Kant, are you there online? Yes. Ravi Kant, the Selenium WebDriver thingy, you can just skip it. Okay. I just got some bank which I used to work along with, so I just put it here. It was my previous question bank which I'm using, so just you can skip that question. If
Okay.
it is at all using something which is not, it is out of book. Okay, Selenium WebDriver is something used for automation testing, and it's not something that we are looking up for right now. It is something that we have into a testing section. Then we can think about it later. Okay. Apart from that, guys, if you have anything that you wish to talk to me about, I'm there open to help you with it. Okay. And if there's nothing, I would not waste your time and would ask you all to go ahead and prepare at your end, because Whatever I had given you already. Whatever I was supposed to, I have given you already. What do you want me to do to help you to pass, to cross this path? I'm there to help you out. You can let me know. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Guys, now you need to come up with something. What do you want me to do? Yes, Sridhar? Yes, Bharadwaj, Pavan, Abhishek, people, those who have got their interview tomorrow. Anything. Make sure you know what is prime number. Make sure you know what is Armstrong, factorial, Fibonacci. Okay? Anybody is having any kind of doubt how to write logic for these questions, they are very trivial ones. You go for any interview, they are going to be asking you these questions. You should be knowing how to write these answers in the time span of 5 to 10 minutes. You need to prepare in that perspective. Yes, I had given one more, like a Java 2 blog link as well, right? So you can refer to that as well. I don't have that link with me right now. If you guys can, you can refer to it. Yes. You don't have anything, guys? People, do you
Ma'am,
need anything from my end?
what we will they ask for MySQL question for MySQL topic.
MySQL. So they might ask you questions on joins. Okay, I've given there again. I've discussed about that. If not, I'll just share the window again. They might ask you question on these. Okay, like what is a view, what is a join, transaction indexes, subquery triggers, procedures, functions. If you say you know what is SQL, what is MySQL, and you know the concept, then they will ask you about all these questions. I've mentioned everything that is required. Okay, up till module 5, you can see. For Java, I have mentioned the task for OOP, for SQL, for HTML, CSS, JavaScript, for JDBC, for JSP servlets. Yeah, I've got some in here. It is an advanced part, but you can prepare all these things which you have here. So what you need to prepare, the content and the topic is given in here. And because see, I cannot give you exactly everything because I am not the interviewer. Yes, you get the point.
Yes, ma'am.
They will ask you anything. I have given you what you need to prepare and how you need to prepare and how it is required to be answered into the interview. Now, apart from this, what do you want me to help you with? I can just guide you in that perspective. Is there anybody who wants to talk? Is there anything bothering you? Yes? I have given my feedback already to each one of you who have their interview. So use it. I'm expecting that all of you are going to get selected tomorrow. So have a positive attitude. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
And don't make it a very stressful. It's not. It should not be very stressful. It should be a new thing that is coming into your life. You just have to, look ahead and go for it. Just don't be stressed out. Just everybody, just be good, be okay. I can see everybody is in this film. Okay, I can see people who are asking questions. Okay, how am I supposed to answer? Yeah. Yes, Sridhar, I can see you're in too much of stress. You want to talk about something?
Oh,
You good?
yeah.
Okay, so I won't tell anybody anything now. Guys, those who have your interview tomorrow, just leave the session. Go prepare.
Okay.
Go. Leave the session now.
Ma'am, I want solution for the second question in That you
Second question.
you have given a programming question. No, in that that multi-threading question. I don't know answer.
Let me tell you, you copy the question, you put that into the search engine, you'll get the answer. Use that.
I searched, ma'am. I didn't.
You did not get what you wanted?
Yeah.
This answer was given to me by this guy, Ravi Kant. Can you talk to him? Yeah? He will be the direct link. He will help you. He has got the link, okay, wherein this answer was there. How to make the thread without ensure thread start must end. Thread interview questions, program. Okay, there was a history that I can follow. It was from
Ma'am, I will search it.
no, I have the link. Let me just give it to you. Just introduce a consumer. No, I don't have it. Let me just ask him to share it with me. I'll share it with you. Okay? Maybe I've cleared down the history. I don't have it.
Okay.
Okay? This is one thing that I have received. This the Stack Overflow question. Refer to that. Okay? I'll be sharing it to you in some time. Let me just talk to him. Okay? Okay, so you can leave if there's nothing else to discuss. I'll be talking with the other people in here.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so guys, hello. We have got good time to talk here. Yes? Guys, camera.
Yes, ma'am.
Rashmi, Gauri, Ishwarya, camera. I want camera.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So now people, there's interview schedule for those who have left the session today. Okay. They have got the interview schedule tomorrow. So they are preparing for that accordingly. Now, you will be sent as per your how are you performing, and you'll be sent for your next interview, which is supposed to be there in a week or so. It is 30th, probably by 30th of this month, you'll be going for the next interview. Okay, so you have got that much amount of time to prepare. A week time is that what you have, and you can prepare accordingly. Now, how you can prepare and how it is going to help you. Okay, so first of all, I want each one of you to refer to LMS. Okay, because you guys are coming here, and I am asking all of you to refer to the LMS. If at all you're not able to access it, just let me know. Okay, if I'm not wrong, this is the LMS which you might have received. Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
traffic light. There's only one need, two, need, three. Yeah, is this what you can see? No, this is my window. So you guys, if this loads, whenever this loads, it is going to tell you that this course contains some modules to be used. Okay, I'll just go for the review as per the enrolled student. This is what you might see into your system.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
this is what you have, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So you have been given everything that is required to work. Okay, let's say if you see in here, there is one welcome to Java course. This gives you everything, all the insights, and what we are dealing in here. Okay, so this is something that you must have been through your webinar. Now you have 10 modules that you can prepare. Okay, there you have this is your first one. Okay, Java programming, SQL, HTML, JavaScript for Java, and everything that you see. Okay, till here, these are the 10 modules that I've been referring to. Okay, now apart from this, if you check, there are live recordings. Okay, if you check in here, there are live recordings for the concepts which was conducted by one of the professionals. uh, these recordings were done for people, for people, for the batches wherein a special instructor was appointed, wherein they were explaining about the concept. He used to pick a concept and explain the thing accordingly. So even these lectures, even these recordings are very helpful for you. They are not very supposedly they are huge, but these videos which you have in here are considerable that you can prepare with. Now talking about the first module, that is Java programming, in each of the module you will be having your quizzes. Okay, so let's say in this module you have got quiz 1. Okay, then there's quiz 2, quiz 3, and so on. Yes, then there is a module level quiz wherein you need to exercise on that as well. Okay, everything is mentioned. So if you check, there's a quiz in here. That means everything before that has come as a question in this quiz 1. You get the point? Yes, people?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Now, I have shared this drive link, which is the latest one, to all of you. Okay, this drive link has got everything that I have been discussing. Okay, here throughout the sessions. So, what do I have in this drive? If you check, I have got something called as core Java RAR. Now, this RAR file is the compressed file which contains all the programs. If you are new, it is going to help you to get through all the programs. So, I can show you the programs into my system. It is the same program which I have here. Okay. Okay. I have created all the classes, methods, modifiers, and everything. You can just refer to them and prepare. Okay, then there's array, then there are string, programs on string, string builders, encapsulation, then there's are here. Okay, if there exists code that you can refer to and prepare accordingly. This is the core Java folder which I have. Then I have something with the OP preparation. I'll be taking this session next time when we meet. Okay, I'll be talking about core Java, OP, and everything in great detail for you to understand the concept. Then there's a questionnaire. This thing is open in here. Based on each and every topic, I have got some questions associated. Okay, maybe I don't have all the questions, but major questions I have in here, the basic ones which you need to know. It is basically core Java that we are focusing it on for now, and the questions I have placed in here. So you can just refer to them and prepare accordingly. Okay, you cannot say that this is these are only the questions that will be asked. They can ask you any question. I have just given a simple bank that you can refer to. Okay, and that too, it's not a Bible. You can just skip. Now, what you need to think more about is this topics. Okay, I don't have anything else. This is what you need to look up for, topics. If you see in this topic, so this is the first 5 module that you need to prepare. Okay, you can go prepare from your LMS, you can go for Java T point, and I've also passed some more link that you can refer to while you're preparing for your interview. Okay, even this is going to help you. So in Java, the topics, because things are huge. Okay, there are a lot of concepts that you can refer. So instead of going for everything, you can go for only the specific things which I have mentioned in here. Let's say, for example, if I'm saying you want to go for the basics of Java, here programming basics is something important that you need to know. You should be knowing what is Java packages, how to create class, how to create methods, right? So programs will be asked on main method, how to create class, how to deal with the objects, how to deal with classes and objects, constructors, the type of constructors and everything. You get the point, people? Yes?
Yes,
Do
ma'am.
I make sense to you? Yes? Apart from this, the concept which is important is arrays. You should be knowing single dimension array, multi-dimension array, arrays. There's a class called as arrays in your Java. Okay, when I say single array, the programs that they might ask you can be something like sorting an array. You can should sort. You can get the largest number, the second largest, the duplicate value, and so on. Okay, then there you have for multi-dimension. You have got matrix multiplication that you can do. You can go for matrix addition. You can go for some kind of mathematical question with this. You must have seen these programs in your college time. If not, then I can give you some if you need it. Okay, apart from that, you have strings is very important because it has created a new diversion to what string was earlier. String was nothing but character array, but here in Java, string is a class. So we have got string handling functions. There are two competitors of string. One is string buffer without any space, and the other one is string builder, again without any space. You get me, guys? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Then
Yes,
you
yes,
should
ma'am.
be knowing about loops and conditions. You should be knowing how to work with for loop, how to work with do while loop, okay, how to work with while loop. Okay, I'm so sorry, how to work with switch conditions, how to work with if and else's, and so on. Okay, there are keywords. Now, these are very important keywords that I just started today. I can give you some more insight. When it comes to static keyword, you should be able to understand what can be. So this is applied to a variable, right? Static can be applied to a variable. Variable. Okay, variable to method. A method can be static. Okay, a block can be static, and of course a class can be static, but this has to be a nested class within another class. Yes, so these are all the other things, these are all the things which you need to cover while you're working with static. They might also ask you question on the method, or I would rather say the main method which is static. Why main is static? They can ask you question based on that. Okay, you should be knowing the answer for that. So how can you answer question for what is why is main static? It is because it is a class level member, and I don't want to create an object to call the main method. So instead of creating an instance method, I have created a static method. A very simple definition. Then talking about final, a final can be a variable can be final, a method can be final, okay, a class can be final. Yes, can we have anything else as final? Yes, this is what I know about this. Again, the same thing. Yeah, variable, sorry, undo. Variable, method, constructors. Yes, you can use these things inside constructors. That is what I'm saying. Yeah, super. Again, Yes, abstract. That's it. You get this, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody, do you have any doubt with what you need to prepare for the basics of Java? This is what you do. If you do this, it is enough. Okay, enough as in you will be covering almost everything required for your basic of Java. Yes, you get the point? Now, when I talk about OOP Java, now this has got a huge list that you can prepare for. Okay, so you can start up with things such as OOP Java. Now, this is your OOP Java. Okay, wherein I'm talking about abstraction, polymorphism, encapsulation, and so on. Yeah, let me just color it into a different format so that it is visible to you. Ew, not this. Okay. Undo. Yeah, better. Here you have the color. Yeah, for the color. Okay. Then you have classes and objects. Everything starts with classes and objects. You should be knowing about this. Yes. Then packages and everything. We have discussed this, but this is something different, more categorized rather. And then you have the implementation of OOP Java. Okay. Now let's see how this works. Eve. Different color, you can add it later. You can just see it later, okay? If not color, that too is fine. So these are the concepts. You should be knowing how to work with this, how to work with abstraction, what to write for abstraction, what to write for encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. So if you have to work with these, you can see I have got examples, okay, in core.rar. There are examples which I've mentioned for inheritance, for abstraction, okay, for polymorphism. Yes, you can prepare accordingly. If you find it difficult in here, you can go and check in for your LMS and you will get the answer accordingly. Let's say, where is your LMS? Your LMS is here itself. Okay. In the LMS, you go and check for core Java. There you have the concept. You can refer there. Class inheritance, class polymorphism, collection framework, interfaces, abstract classes, and so on. Yes, everything is there. I have just given you the points that you should be remembering while preparing for the interview. Do I make sense, people? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, guys? So I want you all to quickly go through these concepts. Okay, concept as in the topics file, Excel file, which I have shared with you. Just see what is familiar to you and what is not, and how do you want me to help you with this. What is your flow and where do you want me to work? Yeah. First, I would need you to answer me some question. I'll be starting with some questions now. Okay, and then we'll be understanding how to prepare for the same. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Your voice is not audible, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Audible now?
Yes.
Okay. Great. So, do you have any doubt? Did you go to the topic?
No, ma'am.
Guys, I don't have anything much to talk about right now. First of all, I would like to ask you some questions so that I will be starting from tomorrow or probably from day after, and then we'll be going ahead with anything. So for that, I would request you all to prepare for using Java T Point, okay, and the LMS videos which we have. Yes,
Okay.
Rashmi, is that okay with you? You wish to
Yes,
ask me
ma'am.
anything?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If there's anything, do let me know. If there's nothing, I shall end up the session because first of all, I want you to prepare Java from your end, and then I'll start up with my task. Okay. I have given the topics, I have given everything. You just need to prepare. Prepare as in go through the concepts from Java T Point, from LMS, from the other sites that I have mentioned. Go through it. And if you think that if you have got any kind of doubt, you can surely message me, you can WhatsApp me. I'm there on the WhatsApp group. You can just also talk to me on Slack if at all you are there. And or you can also email me on Java Mentors, the email ID. Okay. And I can help you out for the same. Yes? Is that clear to both of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good, Rashmi. Shall I
Uh,
expect you to be there tomorrow or maybe on Monday? Because tomorrow is going to be the D day wherein people are going to be having their interview. So probably on Monday. Yeah, regular. You need to be regular, guys. If you are coming regular, it is only then I can help you and give you regular feedbacks and conduct your mock interviews, and then you will be ready for your thing. Okay.
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 Ma'am, I have one query.
Yes.
Uh, I'm solving this assignment LMS 90%. Two assignment is pending. HTML and CSS. HTML and CSS basic. Two assignments. So how to solve second question?
You
And
have asked me this before. You will have to write the query,
no, 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 ma'am.
execute.
No, ma'am. I'm solving this query. Another one question. HTML website designing.
Yeah.
Uh, Create website MCQ test. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So see, I've given you one or two. There are three questions. You have to
Yes.
solve two of them. Okay. If you
Yes.
can solve all three, well and good. Okay. The MCQ question, you will have to write MCQ question as in. Um, you can see the website that you have in the LMS. There are MCQ questions already. So you need to you need to create a website which is giving some questions. Okay,
Yes.
and if clicked, it is supposed to go for the next question. You need to create a dummy. Okay, that is what you need to figure it out.
Only
How
use
you're going to do
only
it.
use HTML and CSS, no? No, not in
Yes, only HTML and CSS. You don't need to use JavaScript in the third module. In fourth module, you have to calculate the marks and everything. Yeah.
okay, ma'am. Okay. And ma'am, first question, I have designed 7 pages, but how to uh, uh, flow this website? Means
How to flow.
yes, landing page, registration page, login page, home page. Only
What do you
link.
want me to do?
I have only created 7 pages separately.
Hmm.
Uh,
Hmm.
Oh,
So you will have to create hyperlinks. On the home page, you'll be having hyperlinks for all the other pages.
yes, yes.
Refer to a website, okay? Refer to an educational website. Refer to website how these links are. Some other XYZ website, how they are placed. You need to understand the positioning of the elements.
Oh,
Yeah?
yes, ma'am.
You're from IT background or non-IT background?
IT background, ma'am. I have completed MCA.
Okay, so think over it. Do some research how you're going to solve the assignment.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Rashmi, anything from your end?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so I shall end up the session.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. See you guys on Monday.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.